welcome back, everyone. We're just bouncing back after being away for a few weeks, as if we were using a rubber band. And as we jump back into this story, it is now late morning. You've spent a few hours doing the various tasks that you've been assigned. You have some options ahead of you. No one at this point has put eyes on either Grace and Telmir of Humbrook, who you were supposed to investigate for Thadridan, and Arvandor Morel of Corman, who is also in the running for the Minister of Commerce position. What would you guys like to do?
Have we all regrouped after all of the various things we were doing at the same time?
I do believe that at the end of the last session, you were all reconvening as the party was sort of... I mean, the party's happening all over the place at all times, but the most high-tier guests of the palace that are here in the gardens are now moving elsewhere for the next part of the celebration.
Can Brielle maybe just kind of like walk through the crowd like she normally does at a fight and try and see if she can see either of these people?
We did end the last session with you guys making a perception check, which you both failed.
For both? Okay. Then I'm gonna not do that.
I think Bastion's just gonna like kind of try to get everybody together and be like, right, so what's the next plan? We've done fairly well, I think. Do we just want to keep on embarrassing that poor lady?
I don't think she'd like that very much, or at all.
I mean, that's fine with me, but we gotta find a couple more people, I think. That's going to be the biggest thing. Anybody got any guesses as to where we can find them? We can maybe ask some nobles, see if they've seen them.
It doesn't hurt.
Shanks, can you remind me which casts were the ones that Seraphine gave the group and which ones were just specifically for Wren? Because I feel like I have two different things written down. I know there was like some confusion between...
Yes. Okay, so from Seraphine, your tasks are gain favor with Thadridan Drindle, gain support from Thadridan Drindle, remove Helium from Redmond from the running of being eligible for this position, and remove Arvandor Morel of Corman from the same.
And the two investigating of the Telmir and Duskrin, that was Wren's.
Those are the things that were assigned to Wren from Thadridan.
And the things that Seraphine did not want to know about.
Yes.
So... Arvandor... Maybe we should just ask if anyone has seen either of these people that we're still looking for.
Yeah, I don't mind. Can I see the first person around me that looks pretty fancy? And Brielle's just gonna walk up.
Roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to an elven woman who has long, elegant hair and a very fitting dress that goes all the way down to the ankles. Yes, can I help you?
Oh, I just have a question. First, I want to say I really love your dress. It's really pretty looking. Secondly, I was just wondering, would you happen to have seen Arvandor anywhere?
Oh, Morel, I didn't even know he was coming.
Yep. I'm supposed to be looking for him, and I can't seem to find him in the crowd, so I just figured I'd ask people if they'd bumped into him or not.
Oh, well, if you remain around Ilarius, I'm sure he'll show up sooner or later. He's always nipping at her heels.
But that's good to know.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Vix?
I was just saying that's not a bad idea, actually. Just playing goalie with.
How are you liking the party, by the way?
It's all right. It was better 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Oh, just a little bit more extravagant, a little bit more show. Exotic animals were coming in. So far, it's been rather understated. I don't know if it's because they've lost their enthusiasm or if they have simply given up.
Maybe they just wanted it to be understated this year so that we could all shine instead.
Interesting perspective, but lacks some years of wisdom, I think.
It's my first party.
At the palace.
Yes.
It
In
sounded.
general. But, yeah, this is the biggest one.
I'm afraid you've got me at a loss here. Are you saying this is your first party you've ever, what's the word I'm looking for here? Attended. Gosh.
Yeah, I got invited to a grave party, but that never happened. So this is kind of the first big one I've been to.
Oh, a grave party. How macabre.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I never really got the details. I was just told that, like, when my friend came back, him and his friends were going to throw this party, and then it never happened. And so I'm just waiting. Apparently they're great.
Well, should you attend one, I hope that you'll come back and regale us of what such a celebration entails.
Oh, okay. What's your name then? So I know who to look up.
I gotta go back to my notes.
So sorry.
Every time with Brielle, and I'm just like a deer in the headlights because no words are staying in my fucking brain right now. Oh,
Donald.
You're like
Donald,
Donaldina.
Gosh. Oh boy.
Anyways,
I literally-
she could just say a name if she wants.
gives you her name.
That's it. Yeah.
I'll pass it along to you later when I can find it in my 8 pages of notes on this party.
Thank you for your help.
Oh, no problem at all. Happy to help where I can.
Enjoy the rest of the party.
You too. And she heads off to mingle with her crowd.
Was this within earshot that you were talking
Yeah,
to
she
her?
literally went to
She
the
did
closest
nearest
person.
person, so yes.
Perfect. Okay, so in that case, right, so I may have potentially a plan.
Oh,
Right, so earlier when we were talking, they did say they wanted to hear about some of our stories of our travels recently.
hmm.
And hearing that lady say, oh, it's been a little bit understated or that kind of thing, haven't brought in any big wild animals, we could give them a little bit of a show so long as we clear it with the appropriate people. Possibly have our friend here turn into a gigantic whatever the hell that thing is called. And I can spin a lovely tale as to the jungles that were delved and the ship and all the fighting and all that sort of thing. Might be enough to draw some of the nobles over to our area, and you guys can keep an eye out and see if our one or both of our targets show up.
I do like that idea. We do need to be careful about what details we provide surrounding why we were there and who else is there who might come under some trouble should we point people in that direction.
Of course, I can keep it vague. There were dinosaurs, goblins, wyverns. We brought a couple home. All that sort of thing.
Sounds good to me.
I think seeing a dinosaur would be really cool for these people.
I think so too. Should we check with Who do we check with? Seraphine, maybe? Or...
Probably her.
Busy all day. Remember, you're not supposed to bother
Given what
him.
you're suggesting right now, let me describe what's happening right now. So, as I said, they're all kind of in transit, these high nobles. They make their way outside of the palace gardens, and you guys, I assume, are following the crowd, if not directly standing behind Ilarius or Seraphine or whatever. As they head out, you find them going to a large, controlled section of the streets where you can see plainly, which, as you've come to know, for every Radiant Guard you see, there's probably one or two you don't. But you can see dozens of them about, many of them up on rooftops, some of them in windows, many of them on the street level. And there's a lot of people here, all of them dressed in enough finery that you know that these are all people of wealth and nobility. You can see that beyond the controlled areas, there is more people who can view it from a distance kind of thing, with a little less heft to their noble gear. Like it's people in their finest, but not truly fine wares. And there is a sort of cleared out open area in front of where the high nobles are going up onto a platform to be seated. They're all being seated in a big long row. You can see that where Seraphine and Ilarius and Thadridan are moving to, it's only about half a dozen seats more to the Empress and then the Emperor. So you are basically being herded into an area right in front of the Emperor at this stage. It isn't a stage per se in front of them, but it's just a cleared out area. They're actually above what they're viewing, and everyone else is standing on ground level. And you can see that as they're coming out, there is a more curated viewing experience happening. There's performers playing music, and there's an acrobatic routine going on. So you can see that there's actually acts happening here that are planned and scheduled for this. As you come up to the stage, Seraphine does say in all of your minds, because you still have that link up for another 8 hours, follow behind us, stand behind us on the platform, and in between acts, perhaps it'll be a good time to share some of your stories.
If we were to do a bit of theater along with these stories,
I think that would be welcomed, in fact. Sometimes the setup between acts can take quite a while and people grow bored.
can I is the rule that we were given about magic from Seraphine, is that something that everyone at the party would know about?
Yeah, like they would be watching. Again, there's people here who are like Seraphine, just insanely high-level experts in magic. If they think anything is going to be a potential threat, then they will intervene.
Yeah, I was just wondering if like saying something about it publicly would be like why do you know we're watching for magic? You know?
Yeah, no, it would definitely be, if you're planning to use magic in your act, then you should be saying so at the beginning.
Yeah. Wren will say some of our party has the ability to shift into large creatures that could be seen as a bit of a threat.
I will get it cleared. And then you see her lean over and whisper something to Syrah. And Syrah heads down, and you see her standing behind the Emperor and the Empress, talking to their page. You also see, standing in front of them, there is an empty seat to the Emperor's right side, and standing in front of them is Galvanus Drindle, Thadridan and Wilton's father. He is in full uniform armor, and he is carrying a very large greatsword that actually sort of splits down the middle and is hollow for the second half of the blade. He's just kind of pacing back and forth, and you can't hear the conversation because it's kind of under their breath, but he and the Emperor are chatting. But a moment goes by, and Sierra comes back and whispers to Seraphine, and Seraphine says, I think we can allow that, though don't get out of hand.
I wouldn't
Understood.
dream of it.
Sorry, what was that from both of you?
Understood.
I said I wouldn't dream of it.
Well, the acrobats finish their routine, and you can see that standing off to one side, the opposite side from which they clear the area, there are a couple of hawkers, but they are still busy getting cages out of their wagon. And Seraphine gives Elrin the look, and she's like, I think now would be a good time. And who's stepping out? Are you going to actually step out into that cleared area in front of the whole crowd?
Probably.
I think Wren and Brielle should be like support actors in terms of like fighting whatever
I can be a tree.
Rhowan turns into.
Tree number 2.
Okay, so all 4 of you are stepping out then.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna whisper over real quick, or we got the mind link up. So let's start with one of the smaller ones. Build up from there, if we need to.
Sure.
And as you step out, there's some whispering happening. People are confused to see guests of the party, especially a Thaloris, stepping out into the performers area. You're all clearly dressed as guests, not as performers. And there's you're starting rumors already just by stepping out into this area. But as the confusion kind of sets about the crowd, Seraphine stands up and clears her throat in the most womanly way imaginable. And she declares, well, my son Elrin has been abroad with a certain well-regarded member of the Drindle family, and in his duties out there, serving Wilton and the kingdom's purposes, he has, well, experienced a number of oddities and unusual adventures. So here to regale you with one of those tales, my son Elrin and his companions. And there's like a confused kind of clapping that's like low-key, as everyone's waiting to see where this goes.
Elrin's going to, because I'm wearing my glamored armor, I'm gonna kind of like shift that into like a proper sort of like leather-looking armor that Wren never wears. This is just
Yeah.
like what she thinks Elrin might wear if they were adventuring. And I think, is Bastion going to like take the floor in terms of telling the story about the dinosaurs?
Sure. Yeah, so Bastion's gonna start off first off casting Levitate on himself.
All right. All right.
And stepping back just a little bit away from everybody else before then casting Thunderstep and shooting up about 40 feet in the air and then just hovering there, levitating. Figured the thunderclap will get everybody's attention.
Yeah, there's a string of gasps around the room and around the street rather, and you can see them all like looking for you. They see you further up, and there's like a sort of surprise noises and then a little bit of applause coming after that. You can see from up there even that the Empress actually seems a little bit delighted. The Emperor has not looked up.
Fair enough. In his best orator's voice, he's going to start just, welcome, friends. I hope you're all doing absolutely lovely today. I have a story of terror, excitement, and pure adrenaline.
I think, well, when you're saying those three things, Wren is going to do like her best mimicking those emotions as she like moves into the center underneath.
All right.
We have our companions, myself included, on a wild adventure, trying to find the ancient histories of the world. Mysteries abound, and it took us to a untamed jungle of an island. Nobody knows quite where. I still can't quite remember. But we were able to find it. And when we found it, we found some of the biggest, most dangerous beasties you've ever seen. And he's gonna go into a little bit of like, the ships were tossed, like, he'll probably at some point pass like Sleet Storm just in the area. That's the non-damaging one. Just to add to the effect.
Brielle will do thaumaturgy to do sound effects to go with it. So like when you say
Beautiful.
jungle, she'll make like bird sounds like the jungle, or she'll make like different lighting effects if you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your DC is getting lower.
And he's gonna go through and start saying, I can't remember exactly what order we saw everything. So he probably couldn't either, to be honest. So he's gonna be bouncing around, which is actually probably gonna make it a little bit more better so that we don't get anybody in trouble. But he's gonna be like, right, first we found a goblin civilization. Oh, terrible, terrible, brutish people. They almost ate us all. But we escaped. And we found out that they were actually being under attack by big, scary beasties. And he's going to gesture to Rhowan to hopefully do something with that.
Yeah, Rowan's gonna reach up one of his sleeves and pinch onto the end of this caterpillar's cocoon that's kind of hanging on in there and unravel the string that the caterpillar spent such a hard time working on, to toss it around himself and cast polymorph and this have his little magical girl transformation sequence and wind up in we're gonna start with the Triceratops thing. It's gonna
All right.
this terrible siege monster attacking this city with these powerful horns and shielded face and things.
To add to that, Wren is she's transformed her armor now into pretty much Kizik's outfit, and is like, when Bastion was introducing these goblins, she was like doing like ferocious looking faces, but then when he said that they were being attacked, she like kind of cowers in fear at what Rowan's transformed into now.
I'll rear up a little bit.
Perfect. All right. That's once again, you're lowering that DC. It is within the realm of what you can hit now.
Yay! Oh god.
You stand a chance.
When it came down to it, the goblins were actually just scared. And once we saved them all, the entire civilization was at our beck and call. We were good rulers for a short time, and we set them on the path to righteousness. Who knows, maybe you'll hear tales of legends of some days of what happened, what we did there. But that wasn't the only adventure that we were on. We then went to an old temple where a terrifying mind beast from the Dark Ages took the form of various humanoids and tried to spin a tale of trust. But we found out the deviousness behind it, and we smote it right back to where it came from. And with that one, I think he's going to accentuate it with a thunder wave in front of him, just to give a good clap.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, it was almost
No,
good.
you're not seeing that. Yeah, I think you're the only one who would have noticed it either way. So something happens, Anyway, carry on.
Sure. And then we found the beast of the jungle. Terrifying monster that not anybody has ever seen before. Hidden in the depths, you could hear it coming from miles away. We did. We prepared as best we could, but there's no preparing for a monster that size. My friend here.
Yeah, as he's talking about it, I'm sort of attempting to embellish up the casting of polymorph. I haven't actually started casting it yet, but I'm trying to make it look like I am. And then once again, up the other sleeve, another string from a caterpillar's cocoon, and I'll do the regular T-Rex this time.
And to add to the
Perfect.
effect of it, like it's coming, Brielle's gonna thaumaturgy tremors on the ground, so it feels like it's like you can feel it getting closer. You can feel its weight.
Very nicely done. There are surprised gasps all around. Everyone is shocked, and there's like a moment of silence, and then followed immediately by enthusiastic whispering. For those of you, any of you who actually looks at the noble seating, you can see that Galvanus has sat down, and the Emperor is now paying very close attention to what's going on here.
Okay.
I think through the psychic link, when Brielle's done making this creature sound like it's coming closer, she's gonna suggest that Brielle like reenacts sort of like fighting the creature, while Wren is going to make her outfit, because her outfit already had like these like sort of wyvern like wings. She's gonna make it completely white so that she is playing the role of Ash getting attacked by this large creature and Brielle defending him.
Perfect. Brielle will act that out, pretending like she has her shield and her axe. And
Just for the sake of making it look cool, give me 3 attack rolls.
3 attack rolls. Okay.
Yeah. Well placed.
Oh,
Another well placed
Yeah.
one. So that's already a success. Oh, it's
Ah.
definitely a success.
Yeah.
Yeah, so between the two of you acting and Rhowan pretending to take these strikes and everything, Brielle, you're able to perfectly place your axe in ways that make it both look cool, don't accidentally hurt Rhowan, but it fully looks like a real living fight scene. And Rhowan, do you do a big dramatic death scene?
Oh, I mean, yeah, we're gonna throw in some like Jurassic Park roars as well.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
I think though to make it the best story possible, just like the real fight, the rumbling should start from the jungle again
Yep.
before the T-Rex goes down.
Yeah. There we were in the fight for our lives against this massive T-Rex. When we heard it again, rumbles,
Rumble, 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 rumble.
larger this time.
The sound of birds leaving like the canopies of trees.
The Rex looked scared. What could scare such a beast?
She points to Wren.
Of course, my companions. It must have been that. Oh, that's what we thought until we saw it. Towering above the treetops. A
And
massive...
Hookjaw.
Yeah, so again, there is stunned, shocked gasps around as the creatures just keep getting bigger. You actually hear one woman nervously call out, "It couldn't be!" And
Bastion's going to, through the mental link, just be like, so to Seraphine, just going to be like, an enlarge would be lovely right now.
Yeah, she's, give me one moment, but you better have a big finish planned. And you see that she does not cast anything, but instead, I don't know, make perception checks. We'll see if you guys, anyone can see her.
All of us?
Yeah, if you want.
I have no faith in myself, but I'll try.
Oh my god, I am not perceptive today.
That's fine. Who needs to see things?
Sun's in his eyes.
Yep. He's blinded.
All right. Rhowan and Wren, you both see a second Seraphine come running into the crowd. She pulls her hood back and looks up, and then you see her lift that book, and she doesn't leave any sigils, she doesn't say any magic words, but enlarge is cast.
And as I see this like second Seraphine running up, understanding what's probably about to happen, I'm gonna take some action to make it look like the Hookjaw is intentionally increasing its size.
Yeah, you look like you just kind of stretch out and suddenly expand to an even bigger creature. That same woman who exclaimed a moment ago faints.
Perfect. Perfect, we got him.
The Emperor and the Empress are actually like holding hands and like leaning forward excitedly. The whole crowd seems very delighted by this. How are you capping this off?
Oh god.
Ren should get the kill. We're all of Ren's people.
What?
I said Ren should get the kill on it because
I think through the link, Ren is going to say, "All right, Brielle, let's put on a good show, and then you toss me, okay? Just
Okay.
like before."
Got it. Do you want me to be big?
Ooh. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be good.
Perfect. Just like
Can
before.
you toss Ren close to me within touching distance?
I don't know. We'll try.
I'd say
He'll come
it'll-
down a little bit.
I think it's within Brielle and Ren's capabilities. Ren's very acrobatic. Brielle's very strong in the
Brielle's
enlarged
also gonna do
form.
the enlarged, yeah.
If you want,
Yeah.
I could make it look like I'm going for a tail sweep that puts it in just the right
Okay.
place for you to jump off of to get some extra height.
Done.
Absolutely.
I'm
lovely.
gonna slow down a tail sweep.
All right. Make your athletics and acrobatics checks.
Oh,
Holy shit! Still, with that reliable talent.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, this is not an issue at all. Stepping up off the tail, leaping into the air a little bit, and flinging Wren as Wren also leaps off of you. She easily makes the 40-foot distance, even just kind of arcing over Bastion just a little bit before coming down.
He's gonna, just as she goes by, reach out and touch her, and cast Fly at level 4, so they both get it. And he's
Okay.
just gonna be like, keep going higher.
To make it look like we're going impossibly high, and then I think what
Yeah.
she's gonna do is like come down with like she's not holding a weapon, but she is making it seem like she's holding a weapon, and so that
Oh,
she can go down like the neck of Rowan's form.
yeah, and this thing's like waiting up there, like waiting for the bite.
Yeah, Wren comes down impossibly fast, just dodging the mouth. Let's get an attack roll from Wren. Let's get, I don't know, a performance check from Rhowan being
Using the
cut.
stats of the.
I know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Let
I don't
her
know.
hit me. Can I just like give her the help action to hit me?
Yep, I'm okay with that.
Am I using just a dagger
If you want to, like
roll?
Yeah.
this form's got a.
Yeah.
This form's really durable. Sell it.
Okay.
We want blood.
You have advantage. He's giving you the help action.
Okay. And I also have a D10 I could add to that, I think so.
That will do it.
20.
Yeah, Wren comes down, cutting or feigning a cut down the dinosaur, which tries to move. It looks like it's trying to move to snap at her, but just misses and presents its throat perfectly. As she cuts down the dinosaur, Rhowan's able to act out this elaborate death scene, roaring and falling. I expect probably a thaumaturgy on the landing.
Oh yeah, the biggest, loudest thump and tremor.
And as soon as that's like, as soon as they're down, I think like Wren has stayed in that like sort of position of like that finishing move. But then once the thaumaturgy is cleared, she's gonna stand up and like give like a sort of performative bow.
So there is like a shocked silence. I suspect it'll be Bastion, but somebody may roll performance with advantage.
It ain't gonna be me, fam.
Not me.
All right. Yeah, I can do it. Okay.
I assume Bastion has a positive modifier to that.
He has a +5.
I have a
There you
+7.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Could have been you, but it's been rolled. So I will tell you this: with all the things you've done to set this up and to set the stage and using magic to assist, and you have reduced the DC from a 35 to a 15.
Wow. Good job, Dan.
Did I fuck up the roll?
You rolled a 15. So there's this stunned silence, and then immediately the crowd just explodes into laughter and applause. Everyone's kind of going wild. You can see Seraphine look down the line of nobles towards the Emperor, and several of them actually look back at her, and they're just like nodding and smiling approvingly. She looks very smug, and it seems like everyone's been pleased by this.
Can Wren also just add, like, once the chatter of the crowd kind of settles down a little bit, she'll go, "Now you see how capable the Thaloris family is." And she's just going to kind of let herself off of the like stage area at that, and
Yeah, as you make your way through the crowd to go back around, you have to go really through the crowd a long distance to get back around to the stairs to actually get up on this raised platform where the nobles are seated.
I mean, technically, Wren still has fly.
Yeah,
That's true.
If you want.
be a little bit extra about it. I'll run.
Neil.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, you fly back up onto the stage. Brielle and Rhowan don't have that same option. So as they walk back through, Brielle, you notice suddenly that somebody's walking next to you, and when you turn to look at them, you see Aerolith in a very beautiful dress, and she looks a little bit different than usual. She's all made up, and she's got her hair done and makeup on and everything, but it almost looks like she is trying to blend in with the crowd. And she just kind of, under her breath, walks up next to you and says, "That was really something." And
You think?
gives you a little pat on the back. You guys are killing it.
Yes.
And then just kind of fades back into the crowd.
It says we're doing a great job. Keep it up, guys.
But you return to your area, and as soon as everyone's gathered, Seraphine in your heads says, "I'm thoroughly impressed. Well done."
What part was your favorite?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
The part where Brielle almost died.
Yeah.
You do notice there is the slightest twist of a smirk as you say that, but it very quickly vanishes. And in a moment, she responds, "Honestly, I thought that climax was perfect."
Thank you.
there's some more conversations that happen here, and as these other entertainers come out, they've now got hawks on their wrists. They're all wearing the special gear. The birds all have those hoods on, and then they start announcing their routine. And you can see that they're actually putting on a display of the birds of prey hunting various things, and it's well received from the crowd for the most part. But most people are still talking about what they just saw. As Ilarius is about to turn and address Elrin directly, you hear from behind her a small voice of a very short, half-elven man who has like a tight ponytail, very pale skin. He actually has very gnome-like features. Despite being elven, and he clears his throat. He goes, "I'm sorry, Miss Drindle, for being late. I was being hasty as much as possible, but the roads, unfortunately, are not what they used to be." And she like kind of starts and turns and says, "Oh, hello, Arvendor. How are you doing?" And he kind of like. As she turns to greet him, he takes her hand, and then you can see he kind of like doesn't fully let go of it and kind of turns her towards him a little bit and tries to keep her attention on him, and begins speaking to her very quietly in Elvish.
We can't make out what they're saying.
You can make a perception check if you'd like.
I would like. I'm not very good at those, but we're gonna try.
Dang. Okay. Well, you rolled a nat 20, so.
So 19.
Yes. Yeah, you can hear that he's talking to her about the certain avenues of finance that he is particularly interested in, things that he thinks deserves immediate attention. And you can see also with that perception roll that Draven, who is sitting on the other side of her, she's now got her back to him, is looking very annoyed at the situation. But yeah, this little half-elf guy has managed to kind of draw her in and pull her into a business conversation, which you saw earlier in the day. She's very easily swept up in.
Mm-hmm. Would I have met this man before?
No. He, to think of it this way, he's kind of like the antithesis to Draven. They kind of deal with opposite ends of financial matters, and you know, Draven's more about mercantilism and everything, and he's more about investing.
Mm-hmm. And what's Seraphine doing at the moment?
She's watching this situation and not saying anything. You get the feeling she's considering her options.
All right.
Why does Greg look so pleased with himself right now? What are you thinking?
Oh, you're muted.
I've got a couple ideas, but
All right.
waiting to see.
I think Ilarius hasn't said anything about the performance yet to us.
No, it looked like she was about to address you directly, and then she was interrupted by him.
Okay, she'll let it go for a little bit, watching this, but I think Elrond will step in at some point when there seems like a decent stopping point to a point that what's his name? Arvindor makes.
Yeah, it takes a little while if you're waiting for a natural opening. You can see that he's rather intent on
Keeping her
keeping her attention.
I think then if that's the case, Elren will wait like a minute or so, and then be like, "Excuse me," like try to make an opening.
Okay, so this is going to be a contested roll, because as you go in to say "excuse me," you hear him immediately go, "Oh, by the way, did you get that proposal I sent you?"
All right, what am I rolling?
May I give
What?
Wren the help action by at the same time approach Arvandor from the other side, also say "excuse me" to him at the same time? I'm going
Okay.
somewhere with this.
All right. Yes, you can do that with advantage, Ren. It's going to be a persuasion.
All right. Oh, that did not roll with advantage.
That is correct. Okay. That will beat his 17. Yeah, he tries to maintain, but as soon as Elrin's there and someone seems to be drawing Arvindor's attention as well, she kind of like brushes the question off. Yes, haven't read it yet, and turns to look at Elrin. My word, boy, that was quite a performance.
I was hoping to get your opinion on it.
It's not true, is it? It couldn't be.
Oh, it is very true. Maybe
Creatures
a little bit embellished in some of the details and how quickly it went down, but
quickly. I can imagine something like that would take some time.
not much longer, surprisingly.
Wow. You remind me of tales of the old days. That's, back in the day when Galvanus would come home with tales of his adventures, slaying dragons and things like that.
Oh, really?
Well, let's just say it wasn't his looks that made me fall for him.
So you have a bit of an adventurous streak in you, then?
I don't think I would ever be well suited to it, but it certainly has a certain romance to it, don't you think?
I couldn't agree more.
Well, I'll be sure to let Wilton know how pleased I am with his, I don't know, ward, I suppose, apprentice? What would you call yourself to him?
I feel like ward is probably a good term for that.
Well,
He's done a very good job at electing the right people.
he did always have a talent for that. Yes, I think that he has a better judge of talent than just about any person I've ever met. And you can see that there's wheels turning. But since it's happening simultaneously, let's cut over to Rhowan interrupting Arvindor.
Just wanted to bend his ear for a minute. I couldn't help but overhear some people talking that you came in from Corman. Is that right?
Oh, yes. Are you Corminian?
Of sorts. Hail from one of the Druid Circles of Stars settlements in the woods north of Corman. Haven't been home in some time. It's been about, probably 10 years now since I've seen that part of the country. And just hoping to hear from someone who's been there more recently about current goings-on.
Well, as you know, the Druid circles do tend to sort of stay secluded. We do have some active trade with them, though mostly they prefer the barter system. Actually, perhaps I could talk to you about that. If they could adopt a coin system similar to ours, it would actually allow us to open up more trade. And he spends the next 10 minutes trying to convince you to go back there and tell them that they need to start trading in gold.
I would like to try and leave him with an impression that I have thoroughly heard his request and will mention it to someone the next time I'm back there.
Give me a deception check.
I intend to make good on it, just maybe not in the way that he thinks. Hey, you can't believe this guy wanted us to use coins.
He said because we were
I
circled,
still
it would
think
make
that counts
sense.
as I still think that counts as deception. I'll lower the DC.
They're the same. They're both just a straight D20.
All right, well, roll it.
In the open, I want to see that.
Yeah, you can do it in the open. That's fine.
Oh my, how average.
He actually ends up holding onto your sleeve and talking an extra 10 minutes because he knows you're not going to follow through.
What a delight.
And he's really trying to convince you.
Honestly, ideal for us.
Yeah.
The longer he ties you up with you.
It's one of those situations where the fail might be better.
Yeah.
And as you're all doing this, and I will jump back, actually, let's jump back to Wren and Ilarius first. Where do we leave off there?
The wheels were turning in her head about Drindle. Yes. You look like you have something on your mind.
Oh, I have many things on my mind at any given time.
That's
But
fair.
I think, I don't know. I've been reminded today how close the Thaloris family has always been to the Drindle family, and that is a tie I would like to honor.
It's always good to hear. We value you just as much.
Yes, well, when you volunteered to set out to the new frontier with Wilton, I admit I had my doubts that one raised in the Thaloris house without the aid of magic would be well suited to surviving such a circumstance.
The new frontier is very unforgiving, so I don't take any offense to that.
But I've received letter after letter about how helpful you've been. How we wouldn't be able to manage things without an operative like you.
Yes, I think our arrangement, I feel, has gone beyond business. I care about your family deeply.
Warms my heart. Also, there was that unfortunate business with the... What's the word I'm looking for again? Damn it. Not deserters, defectors.
Mm-hmm.
With those defectors, I've heard you handled it rather well.
Yes, I wasn't sure who was all aware of that.
Under normal circumstances, as few as possible, but the Drindle family does not keep secrets from each other.
I like that. It's very admirable.
It's been necessary. We may not have the Emperor's strength or Our Lady's serenity, but we are part of the backbone that holds up everything. We can't falter. Certainly not for lack of information.
So, having strong ties to people you can trust, people who will see to your ongoing success as a family, I suppose would be of a high value to you.
It is indeed. And with your mother positioned as she is now, and your father in waiting, starting to feel more confident about where my heart rests on the matter.
It's been a pleasure catching up with you. And I do hope to tell you some more of those stories once you're not so caught up with everyone who wants your attention.
Yes, well, fortunately, this may be my last Lyronis day where I'm swamped with admirers.
You'll get to just enjoy yourself.
One hopes.
Though, I'm sure that you enjoy the admiration at times.
Maybe for the first dozen years. Since then, it's been a pain in the ass.
Well, I look forward to the rest for you.
Thank you, Elren. You've become a fine young man.
That means a lot coming from you.
She excuses herself from you and takes her seat. And you hear her immediately turn to Draven and say, "So tell me the rest of your thoughts on those future imports." And they get into it, and once again you see Seraphine, little bit of a smile. What would you guys like to do next?
Oh, we still have one little bug to squash, don't we? Grayson?
No, we still gotta find Grayson.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be a problem.
Would you like to make another perception check right now?
Yes, but also what we found out about Harold Duskren. Actually, maybe it wasn't Harold, but it was about the Duskren family.
Yes.
The stuff that Bastion found out made it seem like they're probably our best lead, but we're kind of just like corroborating and cross-referencing at this point to make sure we're
Doesn't
not
hurt to have
making
more
sure.
info, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be best to be thorough. Thadridan would appreciate you being as thorough as possible.
Maybe they're both screwing us over.
That's true.
Well, not us, but
The council.
perception.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do anything, but I'm gonna pretend.
Sure.
Oof. All right. Bastion and Rhowan.
Finally.
You both are able to make out in the crowd as he's approaching. He's actually coming rather quickly from the direction of the palace proper, the main structure of the palace. But he's moving through the crowd very deftly and very cat-like. He's very stealthy and precise with his movements. He does match the description that Wren gave you for Grayson Telmere. He is a halfling. He has broad shoulders. He has reddish brown hair that's like slicked back. He's dressed in very, very fine nobility. And like I said, he's just kind of weaving through the crowd effortlessly. Even the people around him don't seem to notice that he's moving through them. But you're able to pick him out because it's sort of an oddity to see. But he does make his way through and eventually steps up onto the raised seated area and starts walking down. He doesn't get anywhere near as close to the Emperor as the Thoris and the Drindles are, but he's about halfway from the end of the platform to there, and he takes his seat, a seat that's specifically made smaller for him. And as he sits, you can see he kind of just crosses his legs and he's looking at the performers, but with your perception scores, because you both did very, very well, you can tell he's not actually watching it. He's pointing in that direction and his mind is somewhere else.
I'll point him out to Wren.
And where all these council members have been sitting are places that you can just go up and talk to them, pretty much.
Yeah, basically, as long as you're walking on the back side, you're welcome to go around. You're expected to give a little bit of a berth to the Emperor and Empress kind of thing. Though being that it's only nobles up here anyway, you're kind of fine. It's just a matter of showing the correct amount of respect. If it looks like you're going straight at them, the Radiant Guard will step in the way.
Okay, she'll leave it for a minute. Doesn't want to make it seem too obvious. Maybe get a drink. Actually, does he have a drink?
He does not.
Then she might grab one for him as well. I think she'll grab 2 different drinks just to give him a choice of what he wants.
Okay.
Leaves it a good 5-10 minutes if he still looks sort of not interested in the performances.
Yeah, he's just kind of got this blank stare on his face. Is Elrond going alone?
That she'll say that they're welcome to come, but she's going to go talk to him. I don't think her efforts require her to go alone.
I think Brielle will not go, just to give them better chances. But she might try and find, I don't know if Rhowan's still talking to the other guy, but she'll try and talk that guy's ear off and stall him for longer if she can.
Yeah, okay.
There's somebody I want you to meet. She knows all about selling swords and blacksmithery. In fact, they're setting up some new operations.
It's true. I'm opening a new business in Kine. It's called the Phoenix Forge, and I would love investors, perhaps in the future, so we could actually make things expand further. Because I think there's always a need for adventurers to have adventuring gear of high quality.
Give me... I'll let you roll persuasion, but I'll let you add your proficiency because you're talking about the things you're proficient in.
Okay. Out in the open?
Yeah.
So that plus 4.
Okay. Then, yep, absolutely. He says, "Oh, well, that's very exciting, actually. Of course, the Empire is well stocked with weapons, but there is new technologies coming in, from what I hear. And when that time comes, then obviously there's advancements to be made. Well, I only know the bits and pieces of it because certain people are keeping it very close to their chest. But
tell me what you know, though. I'm excited."
Well, it turns out that there is a process by which we can use certain magical elements to make sort of an enhancement equipable, removable. It's an interesting prospect, and the potential cost benefits to us personally could be huge. And he goes on and on, not knowing fully what's going on with the Galdorate or anything like that, but just like...
Yeah, Brielle's not going to say anything about it. She's almost feeling out what he knows to see what other people know about it. But she's still going to talk him up and be like, "That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that?"
Then yeah, the two of you are able to distract him for a good long while.
Excellent.
Bastion will go along with Wren, but he'll stay 5 to 10 feet back. So if Wren wants to include him, she can just go on over.
All right.
Just casually hanging out.
Wren, as you approach him from behind, would you give me an insight check?
In the tower? Or...
You can do it out. The DC's 18.
Okay. I am
You'll either
proficient.
learn something or you won't.
I am proficient, so I can add something. I'm going to add
17.
something. Which gives me a minimum of 18, so.
Yes. You make your approach, and something about your instincts tell you something's off here. And as you're first looking him over, you're kind of approaching at this rear angle kind of thing. So you're seeing one side of him and the back of him a little bit. He's very still. And you're it's like something's bothering your instincts, and then just immediately as your psychic instinct kind of kicks in, you get a glimpse of what's going on here. He is a little bit sweatier than he ought to be right now. His heart rate is elevated, and he is trying desperately to control his breathing and look natural.
I'm going to relay that over the telepathic link. I think specifically what Elrin says is... actually,
He just arrived here.
Actually, you know what? Because Seraphine is part of this telepathic link and does not want to know about the second part of the job, she's not going to do that. But if Bastion has followed a little bit, I think Wren pulls back. And just sort of quietly says to him, like turning towards him, there's something off about this man. I'm gonna talk to him, but maybe keep an eye on him as well in case you notice something I don't.
Sure, I can do that.
Looks like perhaps he was running or nervous or something. I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Worst case scenario, we can do a good guard, bad guard situation.
Bear in mind, this guy is a noble.
Yep, exactly.
She will go up and she's going to sort of she goes just like within his like peripheral vision, pretty much. I was told that you should have a drink in your hands at all times at these things, and kind of lets him choose between. I imagine she has like a red wine and maybe a champagne or something.
It takes him a minute to turn and look at you. He just kind of straightens a little bit, and you see him take in a very measured breath, and then he turns to look at you, and he goes, "Well, I suppose that's kind of you." And he takes a glass of wine from your hand.
Elrin Dolores.
He does a terrible job of hiding his reaction to your family name.
What sort of reaction is it?
It's sort of like he's having a moment of cognitive dissonance. He's like, "What is this about?" First of all, Elrin, at the very least, I think it's pretty clear to everyone visually that the seating is sort of a ranking system. The people who are very in are closest to the center, and as you go further out, you're a little bit less down that line of importance. So on one hand, it's a little bit like, why is the Dolores boy coming all the way down here to talk to me in particular? There's also I'll let you carry that insight check. There's a little bit of nervousness about possibly what it means that Seraphine's son is talking to him right now. So he's looking a little confused and a little nervous, and you can see he's trying to put the pieces together. As he's doing that, he takes the wine and gives it a little sniff. Right, where are my manners? And he stands up. Grayson, tell me her.
Despite the like nervousness and stuff, when there's that hesitation, Elrin does not rush to fill it in. Just takes a sip of his drink and waits for him to like catch up to the situation.
And then as soon as do you actually, when he does catch up and you shake his hand?
Yep.
You notice that as you're shaking his hand, he leans a little bit to look down the line to see where Seraphine is.
There's my presence here under view.
No, I apologize. I arrived late to the show, and I'm just all out of sorts today. And no
Exactly.
Thaloris has ever come down the line to speak to me, and I'm just a little bit confused.
Oh, that's actually why I came to check in on you. You seemed like you were in a bit of a rush and you missed a lot of the festivities.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I haven't missed the fire breathers. They've always been my favorite. Maybe you can fill me in.
Has he? Have they gone up?
You haven't seen any fire breathers, so you don't know.
Haven't seen any fire breathers, but I think you may have missed something a little bit more exciting. And
Oh,
I think Elrond's gonna go ahead and fill him in. Maybe even partway through that, call over Bastion and it's my traveling companion here, Captain Bastion Drindle of the Storm's Respite.
ah, Captain. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, sounds like you've had some interesting adventures. I'm sure coming from such powerful blood as you do, it's not uncommon for you to encounter such fantastic things.
Well, it seems that most people were surprised to hear that I was part of such things.
Huh. Well, I suppose a lot of us tend to spoil our children a little too much. I know that mine wouldn't be so well suited to fighting monsters in the jungles of who knows where.
Well, I'm sure that they're coming up just fine, though, regardless.
They want for very little, so in that regard, I feel like I've done well, although perhaps a little want would have made them a little bit more ambitious.
How well, actually, are they doing? How is Humbrook? I have been away for quite some time.
Well, Humbrook is strong, the people are hardy as always. Of course, we tend to get overlooked as the Empire sends support funds and that sort of thing. But despite that, we carry on and we do our duty and we pay our taxes.
Can I insight check anything that he's saying if it seems like he's bitter about it?
Absolutely, you can. You can do it in the open too. With a 17, you won't clear it.
Can I use my psionic die? I'm gonna use it on all insight checks tonight.
By all means. That will get you there. The DC was 20. There's the slightest clench of the jaw, making a little bit of a fist as he talks about not being properly supported by the Empire.
In response to hearing that, then Elrond goes, you, well, it sounds like despite the lack of support you feel you have, you are all a very dutiful, honorable bunch. And again, looking at,
check.
yeah. Again, looking for that reaction. What the fuck is with my rolls, though?
Yeah, but you got reliable talent. That's why you get it.
It would be great to roll higher.
With your 21, you do set him in the right direction. You can see the slightest bit of an eye roll, but he catches himself before it makes a full rotation. And he kind of just buries his face with the wine glass and starts drinking it, and then also looks a little bit surprised because he wasn't planning to drink it because he doesn't know if you're going to poison him. But he kind of gulps uncomfortably and then lowers the glass. Well, my duty is to the people, always, of course. Though, you know, sometimes there's talk amongst the people that perhaps the old ways were a little bit better for us personally. But the Emperor has been merciful in how he's handled Humbrook.
Wren, you're gonna get a message from Bastion in your head, just being like, do we think he might trust a boy from Renair a little bit more than a noble? I can play this up.
Let me put him a bit more off kilter first, and then you can have your way.
Absolutely lovely. I'm going to act a little bit annoyed at you.
Wren is going to say in response to that, still, it must be difficult holding to such strong principles when you said your children are perhaps not as ambitious as you, you know. Might be tempting to see the reason in your people's words.
You're going to have to make another deception check. And I warn you, a 21 will not do it this time.
I am going to use another D10 probably then. Definitely using another D10.
All right, let's see what you get.
27.
You got like just enough.
3 more of these left in me tonight.
You can see hesitancy to respond to that. And he catches himself, but at the same time, he just sort of nods absently and he says, my duty is to the people. And he takes another drink. You can see his hand visibly shaking this time.
But as you said, your people are well handled by the Empire.
We're very fortunate to be a part of this great empire. Certainly no greater shall ever exist. He raises his glass and tries to return to his seat and make it clear he doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
I think before he can do that, before clinking a glass, looks at Bastion and said, Bastion, wouldn't you agree that the Empire has treated everyone so greatly?
Bastion kind of rolls his eyes a little bit and just goes, right, no, of course, as you say, Elrin, I completely agree with you.
Great. And she's going to clink the glass, take a drink, and then I think she'll be like, it's always so great to meet like-minded people here. And she's going to turn around and leave Bastion, I think, with him.
He's looking straightforward, and a second or two after Wren leaves, he's just like,
oh, right, now that pompous ass is gone.
oh, you're still here.
Oh, sorry, they went back to deal with all the hoity-toity folks. Sometimes it's a little bit too much for me.
Yeah, no kidding. In Humbrook, we don't do all this fanciness.
Oh, yeah, Renair even less. I'm sure of it.
Renair, really? They let you in?
I know, right? I thought it was crazy too. Oh, I had a whole thing where I was banned from the archives too. I'd do it again.
That was you?
Oh, it was. It was. I have no idea about the decorum for all of these things. I don't even know if decorum's the right word for it.
Well, I suppose coming from an air, you probably haven't been brought up in the proper way.
Oh, absolutely
And
not. I mean,
You can hear a little bit of
only...
disdain in that term.
Oh, for sure. We're our own sort. We take care of ourselves, and, you know, the Empire is good to us.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes that's just the way it is. Something gets big enough and we're telling you what's best for you.
I only they didn't tell it so loudly, though. My goodness. At least we're just kind of a little further away than Thumbrook, and it's a little easier for us to just kind of scooch certain persuasions that we have under the nose of them.
Well, I've heard tales, more than tales, in fact. You know, I have a certain fleet that almost exclusively operates with captains from Renair.
We are the best. I'm building up a fleet of my own, actually. Always
Is
looking
that
for
so?
business opportunities.
Perhaps I can float something your way.
Absolutely. You'll never find a man who's better at navigating the churn if you need something delivered quick.
Is that so?
You might have heard of me, if you really think about it. I'm the crazy bastard that laughs through the storms.
We should definitely talk.
Name a time and a place.
Do you have to get back to your handler?
Oh, fucking wish I didn't. Probably relatively shortly, but I do have a little bit of time if you want to float something by me now.
Find a way to break off, maybe in an hour or so. I have a place where we talk.
Sure. How do I find it?
Well, you're going to go outside of the city, follow the path, beyond the tree line. There's a clearing. There's nothing there. There will be something there.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. I'm guessing come alone.
Yeah, I don't want your lapdog to hear about... What?
Oh, no. I'm the lapdog, clearly.
Oh, you're his lapdog and he's her lapdog and she's their lapdog.
Everybody's a bloody lapdog here.
Not me.
Till they show their teeth.
I like you, Bastion.
I get that a lot.
I think this is going to be a very good opportunity for you.
Looking forward to it. Now, before they get even more uppity, I guess I better head over.
Yeah. Hey, he doesn't do poison, does he?
Oh, no, he's much more upfront. You'll just wake up with the dagger in your chest.
That is what they say.
But maybe. They may have branched out. He says that as he takes a drink.
Too late to do anything about it now. So,
Speak soon, I suppose.
about an hour, we discuss the future.
Perfect. And a glorious one it'll be.
Wrong there. He sits for a little while longer, but if you are watching, I assume you head back to your group. If you are watching, in about 15 minutes, he just gets up and casually walks away.
Oh, he's gonna miss the fire breathers!
You've done quite a bit. You're making really good progress. We're at the halfway point, so why don't we take a little break? We'll get our liquids replenished, and you guys can continue scheming for whatever comes next. So, do what you got to do. We'll be back shortly. All right. So, you have interrogated a man in public. You have set up a deal to meet with him, Bastion. You have distracted Arvandor very thoroughly for quite a long time, and seemingly you might have already succeeded with Ilarius. What would you like to do now? Bastion, you have about an hour before you have to go meet this guy in the woods.
Yep. Yeah, Bastion's just gonna fill everybody in and be like, all right, so what the fuck do I do?
Go with the
Talking
spider.
big game, and I can keep going with that, but how far do I take it?
Well, if you go, there can be a spider hanging on the back of your cloak that you don't know about.
Oh, that would make me feel a little bit more comfortable.
But you don't know what's there that you're supposed to get?
Apparently, it's a clearing with nothing in it, but there's something in it.
That seems awful. Like a box? People?
I assume, people probably.
Okay.
That want
we
to.
had to go
I
find a
think he
box in
wants
the
to
other
talk.
place. So
True, true.
it's not out
I-
of the blue.
I think he wants to talk, but he wants to do it in private and away from potential prying ears. What that entails, I don't quite know. I am a little bit concerned about, to be honest, about bringing a spider on my shoulder if it's some sort of magical barrier that only lets in who they want. But I don't know.
Oh, how far is this meeting?
It's outside the city in about an hour.
Yeah, Elrin, at the very least, you would know that it's probably about a half an hour walk. And you are at about 11:30 at this point in the morning.
I don't think that even if Rhowan goes with you, I don't think that the rest of us should be too far behind.
Please, that'd be nice. If this is something that, I don't know, given how he was acting, he was rather shifty right away.
Well,
I don't know if they have something planned immediately.
maybe some Radiant Guard could take the meeting instead, and we can enjoy the festivities.
Ooh. Potentially, but he hasn't said anything quite yet to implicate him.
I do think that telling a certain Radiant Guard that we might be not here might not be a bad idea.
True. And I would like to have everybody as close as possible without giving it away.
I could slip away and look more indiscreet.
I don't know what I'm going to do about me. I stand out a lot.
I mean,
I'm not wearing my armor, so I'll be quieter.
true. Rhowan, do you have any way to make us a little bit more, well, make you guys a little bit more quiet?
I've got stored in my ring the spell that suppresses tracks and noise as we travel, and I
That would likely help.
could turn Brielle into an animal for an hour.
That'd be exciting. Would it rip my dress? I
No,
wanna get
dress,
the
the
perfume
dress will be fine. Dress
Okay.
will be fine.
Is the glamored armor That is not something that requires attunement.
Correct.
I could lend you my armor, Brielle. Slip into something else, look different.
If you want, but and you're not going to be covered if something goes down. No offense, friend, but I think I can take a hit before you can.
Maybe he'll just implicate himself in something and nobody needs to take any hits.
Would be something that I set up a meeting in the future and then we get the Radiant Guard involved. That would be the ideal.
I am going to see if my mother needs me here for the next little while.
Okay, that's good.
Ren's gonna slip away and she's going to try to find Seraphine, but she's also gonna keep an eye out for Aerolith.
You're making a tall order trying to spot her when she's trying to go hidden, but you
Yeah,
can make a perception check.
I'm aware.
Well, actually, hold on.
I might not be able to even meet that.
Let me pull up her sheet. Oh, it's not in there.
Even if I roll in at 28, it's a 19.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering. Let me... It's in here. Just... Did I... What? I'm certain I did her sheet. Alright, well, I'll roll this for now. What's that?
Is she a stat block?
Maybe. I thought I did it as a character sheet. I don't see it here. Yeah, you can't see her. That's not happening.
Fair.
Does Wren let us know that she's looking for Aerolith, or just looking around?
She's just looking around. She did say that she wants to tell a certain Radiant Guard, but
Oh, I could put that together. Was it above a 23?
Yes.
Alright, that's fine. She'll go and find Seraphine.
Yeah, she's seated where she was. And now that Draven and Ilarius are kind of locked in a conversation, she's looking a little bit more relaxed. She's got a glass of wine in her hand, and she is watching the current act, which is what do you call them? Displacer beast tamers. So it's quite elaborate. It's not bad at all.
Things are going well here, Mother.
Yes, I dare say that things are well on their way.
I got the impression. I have another matter to tend to for our dear friend, the Drindles.
Well, make sure you're thorough. Cover your tracks.
I will. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't need me here for the next little while.
It should be fine. I was hoping for more than one story, but I do think that you've done a good job of winning them all over.
I did promise Ilarius that I would at least give her a private retelling of some of the stories.
I can leverage that. Well done, Helen. I'll update you shortly.
And if you could, if you see her, tell Aerolith that I wouldn't mind if she kept an eye on me, if possible.
I suppose there's not much threat of anything happening here. and you see her, she brushes some hair behind her ear and then taps her earlobe with 2 fingers. And a moment later, Aerolith seems to just form at the edge of the crowd. And she takes a look up at Seraphine from the edge here. Just she goes, I think you'll want to keep eyes on Elrin for the next little bit. She nods, and she just kind of fades into the crowd once more.
I think Elrin gives Aerolith a little bit of like a cheeky sort of look, like kind of like if Elrin ever got into some trouble that only Aerolith caught him in before, that's the kind of look that she saw on his face.
It is not lost on her.
She'll regroup with the others. I think the plan for her would be to kill behind Bastion. Not close, but like as long as we're within range of being able to communicate telepathically and we know the direction that he's going in, I think I'd be worried about giving us away too soon.
Okay.
But I think also Wren is going to try to slip away in a bathroom and come out looking a little bit different.
Okay. You do that before Bastion heads out, kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, I can say good job covering your bases. Some time passes. Sorry?
I'm trying to look like I'm not with Bastion, but I could still be hanging out with Brielle and have it be casual.
Yeah. Fortunately, he did not see your performance, so he does not know that Rhowan and Brielle are connected to Elrin at all. He sees Bastion leave after Elrin seems to have disappeared for a while. And then, Bastion heads out, and after that, a crowd of 3 that would be unrecognizable to him heads out as well. Bastion, you follow the directions that you were given and you head outside of town. It takes a good 20 minutes to actually leave from where you are to be outside of the city and the palace. Once there, you have the main road ahead of you that heads northeast, and it heads directly into a fairly well-controlled, cultivated woodland area, passes through to the nearest settlement. And as you walk along, these lands are unfamiliar to you, so nothing really stands out to you as like unusual or anything. I will get you all to actually give me a perception check as well, which I suspect probably only Rowan's going to pass, but not a bad showing, but yes, Rowan's the only one who passed. Rhowan, as you're walking through the crowd, as I've described earlier, you've seen a bunch of Radiant Guard on rooftops and windows, and there's even a bit of a military presence here and there. You do notice one open window where eyes are on you, and it is not a uniformed guard. You can see he looks down at you all as you're leaving this area, and very subtly kind of lifts his hand up, and it looks like he might be speaking into it.
I'll just, over the psychic link, not enough to hopefully give Seraphine any idea of what's going on, because she doesn't need to know, doesn't want to know, but just like whatever, direction the window is, like 9 o'clock window over the psychic link or something, like 3rd floor 9 o'clock window. whatever is appropriate to
Yeah.
point out the direction.
Yeah, that's fine. It'd be like a 3 o'clock, and it'd be the third floor. But like, yeah. Do either Brielle or Wren look in that direction at that prompting?
Yes, and I'm trying to see if Seraphine would even be included anymore in the distance. So I think it's like a mile or something like that. How far are we from the party now?
I think you'd still be maybe not.
It's
20
1 mile.
Well, at this point, we'd still be within a mile.
Okay.
And yeah, as you look up, you see a halfling, but it's not Grayson, standing there in relative darkness, watching you. And yeah, that's what you see.
Brielle looked the opposite direction of what he said. Not because she's stupid. She's doing it on purpose so it doesn't look like all of us are like, oh, let's look at this thing. She's like trying to make it not as obvious.
Anything visually indicating about this halfling?
He is wearing a hood, so it's hard to say. He's got a dark colored cloak. It's not black, but it's not far off. Maybe like a charcoal. He's got scruffy chin. That's about all you can make out.
All right. Yeah. Like a casual glance over there. Continue sweeping past as if I hadn't spotted them.
Well, you continue on a little ways. You finally get free of the crowd, then free of the city. And as you're walking along, Bastion kind of like just barely visible far ahead, you become very suddenly aware of the presence of Aerolith, who has changed her appearance, or at least her outfit. She now is wearing her armor, and she just goes, "Hey, so I don't know if you spotted him or not, but there was someone tailing you for a little bit. I got rid of him."
That guy in the window?
Yeah, if you're talking about the one who was watching you and talking into a sending stone.
Yeah, halfling, dark cloak.
Yeah, well, the unfortunate news is I think this guy knows Bastion's not showing up alone.
Huh.
I guess we'll see how he responds to that.
Well, it'll be telling for sure.
Exactly. We might not get the information that we wanted, but we will get some sort of indication of intent.
Well, you want me to stay unseen?
Probably best.
I don't want any trace back to Mother.
Yeah. Well, usual protocols then. Let me know if you need assistance.
Do they know that someone's coming before Bastion? Could you run up ahead?
Well, I was intending to scout ahead, but I'll, if I don't want to be seen, I'm generally not seen, so I don't think that will give anything away.
Perfect. Because they might just be looking behind Bastion and not in front. That would help
Yeah.
us.
Could be. All right, well, good luck. And you see her kind of run off to the side of the road and just kind of, it's hard to determine exactly when you lost sight of her, but she just runs behind something and then is gone.
Probably used to that.
Yeah. She's got that like Batman effect where it's like you're talking to her and then she's just gone.
Do you guys tell Bastion that somebody they might expect it? That'll be all right.
I think we should.
I think Elrin will go. Bastion, I think the people who are expecting us are aware of your company.
Noted. I don't think that'll be a problem, at least not to start with.
Continue on. Maybe not hang as far back this time.
Yeah. So, after about half an hour of walking, Bastion, you are well beyond the tree line, into the woods. And very suddenly, something appears to the side of the road that is very out of place. Just a little bit off the road, in this small clearing, is a 3-story stone fortress.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. Right. So there's a big fortress here. Stay back, I suppose, but ideally close enough to get me out of the shite if you need to. I'm not going to hide that you're following me. I'm going to say that you're my crew. There's no point in hiding it anyways. But it's still a private meeting.
I think because Wren slipped away and changed, trying not to make herself look like she's with Bastion, she just goes, just so you know, I don't look like Elrin at the moment.
Oh, I wouldn't have assumed so, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. Continue on.
Bastion, do you knock on the door?
Absolutely. Full confidence.
You knock, and there is a moment. You can faintly hear shuffling inside. It sounds like someone's moving a small piece of furniture. And then, what do you call it? Like a slide at eye level opens up, and you can see him peering out at you. He goes, I thought we agreed you would come alone.
And I did. I have some crew just for safety, but we can still have a conversation. I'm assuming... Am I safe to assume you're not in there alone, or at least not unprotected?
You're cautious. You know what? I respect it. And he climbs down from the stool he's standing on and opens the door. Yeah, you're right. I didn't come alone either. And he gives a little whistle, and 2 guys outside who are hiding come out from around a bush and a tree, respectively. And they make their approach and kind of encroach on Bastion a little bit. And he goes, it's all right. It's all right. Yes, he brought people, but it's fine. We're just going to talk anyway. And he moves aside and gestures for you to come in.
Of course. Lead the way. Do you have anything in there to drink? I'm parched.
Yes, actually, I've had it stocked up with very good wine. This is a wonderful little trinket that I've received.
Lovely.
So, he heads over to a wall with a wine shelf on it and grabs a bottle, pours 2 glasses, sets them on a table. And as he's doing this, the other 2 come in the fort with you, and one of them closes and locks the door, bolts it. He gestures across the table and he goes, well, as you can imagine, the kind of business that we're talking about here is meant to be kept in the absolute confidence. And so if I even get the slightest inkling that you're going to spread the word, well, this fort will be the last thing you see.
course. Wouldn't be the first conversation that I've had about this.
Good. So you understand the stakes then.
I do.
What would you do to see the people of Renair out from under the thumb of the Empire?
I'd say anything, but not quite anything. I have
So you're
family
going to sell
there.
it. You're not going to give up your life for it.
My life is one thing, but the lives of my family probably not.
So you don't want to see an open war.
Ideally, no.
Well, that's smart, because this is an army that would be completely pointless to come up against.
There's no point in fighting when you can't win.
Exactly. What can be done, though, is we can continually and readily undercut their authority at every opportunity, weaken the bonds between those who govern and those who enforce, and then when the time is right, you remove those with the authority to give commands.
A thought occurred to me. I've been hearing of some trouble on the roads lately. That wouldn't be you, would it?
Well, of course, I can't really take the credit for that, but it's not something I was unaware of.
Noted. That's a clever way to do it.
We're a multifaceted organization of people who are fed up with being oppressed.
As you should be. Oppression breeds discontent.
Yes, well, unfortunately for us, the discontent means nothing when we're standing against the absolute strongest force in the history of our plane of existence. But we have friends, powerful friends.
What kind of friends?
Oh, you would be surprised. Tell me, does any in Renair hold to the old ways? The really old ways?
What would Bastion know about that?
Would you like to make an Arcana check?
Absolutely. Oh, I'm decent at those now. I'm smart.
I'm not just a dum-dum anymore.
Exactly. I know things now. I will use advantage if I need to, or inspiration.
You definitely need to.
Okay, you know, the headband is still pretty new.
That is a lot better. It will get you some information. There is certainly a legend around certain parts of the Elven Empire and Renair. It is sort of specific to the southwestern end of the continent, and there is basically tales about how, despite the fact that the elves are so connected to Arendor, and the fact that they're connected to Fey magic and things like that, that the first truly powerful magic gifted to them was by the fiends. That they initially learned to do high-level magic by making deals with devils. And whenever a magic user talks about using the old ways, they're talking about gaining untold power from devils.
Oh no, how far do I want to push this? I'm aware of it. Being of half-elven heritage myself, I've looked into a few options. Did you hear about the incursion in the city?
Yes, and we were very surprised and very interested. Was that you?
Oh, well, I needed to have a chat with the Ninth Arbiter. Got a little out of hand.
Make a deception check.
I mean, he did have a chat with him.
Yes, but you are lying as well.
He didn't need to.
He didn't need to, but he did lie. And
Or no, he didn't need to have a chat with the Ninth Arbiter.
God, why do I have to push things?
I'll roll for his insight as well, just to be fair, because he could roll below that potentially, but he didn't. Yeah, I'm not buying that at all.
Fair enough. It was worth a try, but it has crossed my mind. I've heard tales. Might have been a handy thing to be able to chat with him, and I was there for it, but it was a little bit too in the open to do anything anyways.
So what caused all that to be?
Quite sure myself, to be honest. There was talk about something happening up north in the mountain, and that pissed him off, but I was there and I helped put him away.
Something happened to one of the gates?
I think it's been closed, for lack of a better word.
We were relying on the old gates.
I've heard of that one. Don't quite know what happened, but seems like something truly powerful to be able to have it. It's a shame.
Well, that explains why the Ninth Arbiter showed up then. How was he removed?
That I don't see, or didn't see. I was among the panicked crowds. I did defend myself against a couple of the hulking brutes, but the small one is a little bit beyond my ken. I tried to stay out of his notice.
I suppose that makes sense. Still, I get the feeling you're not telling me something. And if I can't trust you, then, well, I'm afraid this arrangement's not going to work out, is it?
It would be the case. I could tell you exactly what I saw with the gate.
So you were there now? I thought you had
I
only
was
heard
there.
about it.
No, I was asking if you had heard about it. I was at the gate just before it got closed.
Who closed it?
That I didn't see. I felt the magic, and I needed to
Make
run.
another deception check, because he is not believing you right now.
Oh god! I'm going to use inspiration.
You have passed, I'll tell you that.
I was there doing business, and needed to get back quickly afterwards, but when I felt the magic stirring down there, again, I'm a cautious man when it comes down to it, and I know when I'm outmatched.
About this time, you guys are arriving at this fort. If you would like to stealth, you are welcome to. But you can see that there is this stone structure that has no business being here in this forest.
And at a +10, as Rhowan silently activates one of the charges of his Ring of Spell Storing that's loaded
Hell yeah.
Pass Without Trace.
Nice.
Oh no.
No,
Oh no.
I'm going to use my advantage.
When the DM tells you without telling you.
Yeah.
Why did Rhowan have advantage on that?
Boots of Elvenkind.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you approach and nothing seems to respond to your presence here. The fort itself is pretty well sealed up. If you try the door, it is locked and bolted from the other side. So there is a physical lock that, Wren, you could pick, but there's also like a bolt that there's just nothing you can do about.
Are there any other entrances or exits, windows, arrow slits?
No, it's just completely sealed up.
Neat.
Brielle, I think Brielle's just gonna be like, "You doing okay in there?"
Peachy!
He's fine.
The door is destructible if you need to go through it. It has stats, so
I'll let you know if I need you.
Okay.
Might have to chop this down.
Great.
So inside, Bastion. He's nodding. He understands the sentiment. Says, yes, well, beings as powerful as that, who would want to stand up to them? Their magic is rather, well, wild, untamed, and yet so precise.
Oh, it was beautiful. He was obliterating people without a word.
Yes, well, he comes from the layer that has the hottest of hellfire. It just sort of flows through his veins. He doesn't even have to think about it.
Oh, to have that power.
Indeed. What would you do to have that power?
Well, like I said, most things. From what I saw of that circle, it was old, but
Yes.
I assume most of those things require certain sacrifice.
In the oldest days of what our organization was birthed from, the first covenants were made, the Sarathiel Covenant. We agreed to allow a certain amount of access to our plane in exchange for some of their fiendish magic. And no elf was able to elevate themselves above others because all bow to the power of magic.
I see. So, that unstoppable army becomes a little bit more stoppable.
When your whole side is wielding the same level of magic that even the greatest masters have trouble attaining, well, armies lose their morale very quickly.
Sounds like a good plan, when it comes down to it.
But there are so few of us now. So few who live in the old way, are willing to make the sacrifices.
Well, there are ways of convincing people, I'm sure.
So few are trustworthy. And besides, we've come up with a better plan. Distraction.
Oh. Would that have something to do with your fleet from Renair?
Well, it's not unconnected, as you'll find with the way we operate. The Covenant holds many connections to many things. We're rather interwoven with many heads. I provide a certain amount of support for other members, and they provide certain materials to allies. And so should some of our allies find themselves in a position to stand against the Empire once more, well, wouldn't even be looking at us.
And
that would be their undoing.
I like it. Sweep in the vacuum of power while they're not even paying attention.
Let them destroy each other. We'll rebuild on their ashes.
It's a good plan. Where do I come in?
Well, we always need certain things moved past the Empire, and since you're in so well with a Thaloris, I imagine you could get a box off a ship and across the capital without anyone taking a look inside.
You're probably mostly right about that.
And if it were 2 boxes?
I could make it happen. I've got 2 ships.
Well, if you can deliver both, I dare say we'll be entering the endgame.
That fast?
We've been playing this game for a long, long time. All the pieces are in place. I've spent the better part of my morning taking advantage of the council chambers being cleared for once.
Oh. Interesting. Is that all you need me for? Moving something here and there? Have you not heard of me? I can do more.
There will be more, I assure you. It's like moving a crate of steaks through bear territory.
So not something I take on lightly.
No. But I need someone who's both capable of doing it and capable of doing it without a bunch of Imperial guards showing up.
I dare say you found your man.
Good. Then I guess there's just one more thing we have to clear up.
And that will be?
Oren, come in here. And as he says that, you see a man come down the stairs in what looks like a cleric's robe. He is approaching the table with his holy symbol in hand.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Let's see where this goes.
Yep.
He has ceremony prepared, guys.
Yeah, you're getting married.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna cast.
That's the only spell that all clerics cast. That's what I've learned.
I mean, you might be right on that. I'm not so sure, but
Rowan's got it prepared.
Bastion, do you want to make a religion check?
A religion check. Okay. Alright, I'm decent at those. Because I'm smart.
That'll do it. You recognize his holy symbol to be the fallen divinity Lorbath, the god of war, hatred, and chaos.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you're not in with a good group here.
Charming.
Yeah, I was going to go get afternoon tea with them afterwards, alright.
He walks over and he sits down and he goes, "So this is him." It's like, if you can prove that he's trustworthy. He doesn't look like much to me. I know, but he's got the Thaloris family wrapped around his finger apparently, so if anyone could pull it off, it's probably some crazy bastard like him. He's from Renair, so he has no love for the Empire. Alright, but if this goes south, I'm not taking the fall for this one. Just cast your spell. Alright. I'm going to cast Zone of Truth now. We're going to ask you some questions, and if you choose not to answer any of them, or if you are unable to because you can only tell us a lie, well, we're going to kill you. But
Sure.
don't be too concerned, because in that event, if we have to kill you, then I will simply raise you and you'll still be a servant of the cause.
Oh, I hate it here.
Kind of wish I was in your pocket right now.
Yeah, I really wish that was the case.
You do still have the psychic link up.
Yeah, he's frantically gonna be like, right, be ready. They need truth, and I might fuck it up.
They cast Zone of Truth. Would you like to willingly fail your saving throw?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
You got
Vix,
it.
do you have something you want to say?
I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I'm gonna make sure that we can that the lock is at least unlocked.
Starting to
But
be
then
good,
if
yeah.
we're gonna cut it down anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Can Rhowan like sneak in as a spider under the door?
Yes.
Oh, then I will do that.
Yeah,
And he
you're
can
able
just
to.
unbolt it if we need.
I'll just
You-
like stay underneath the door like I did that last time,
Good idea.
so I
good
can see, but it'll be harder to see me.
Wren, would you like to make a thieves tools check to?
No, I said if it doesn't matter. Like
Okay, even with Rowan going under the door.
I guess if he unbolts it, we'd still need the second lock. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Please.
try it. Yeah,
idea.
just to make this go faster.
Yeah, you can make your thieves tools check and make a stealth check for me as well to do it quietly.
Still with the +10, because that lasts for an hour.
Nice.
Yes, you can add your +10.
Can I?
I was gonna say you got this.
And then
My brain just did like a backflip because
it's
she
a plus
rolled.
43.
She rolled a 3 and she got 33.
Okay, it's just sleight of hand. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna sleight of hand, but I'm also going to. If I failed that, I guess
No,
I
you
could
got
have.
it.
Okay,
You got
I
it.
could have done that on the open, I guess.
Yeah, you very quietly and very quickly get your tools in and unlock this tumbler. Rhowan is under the door. Is there anything Brielle's doing at all?
I think she's just gonna have her stuff ready to rush in if she needs to.
All right, Bastion, you failed your saving throw willingly. Yes.
Sure did.
You see, Boran, the cleric, look to Grace, and he goes, "And you're cooperating. All right. Well, let's see. Do you work for Seraphine?"
I do, yes.
So you're loyal to Seraphine.
I don't know that I'd say that.
Then say, "I'm not loyal to Seraphine."
I'm not loyal to Seraphine.
Are you loyal to the Emperor?
Not particularly, no.
Who removed the seal at the gate in the mountain?
Hmm. I cannot recall his name off the top of my head.
Evan?
That's fair.
Evan.
Evan. Okay, thank you. I think his name was Evan. With an organization as old as they are, they've gotta know.
They're just like looking at each other.
Oh, okay.
That steel
I
is
don't know.
ancient. It took hundreds of lives to make, and some fucker named Evan removed it.
I've never met the man before.
Do you know where he is now?
No,
Do you know where he lives?
no.
Don't read chat in serious conversations.
Sure.
They're like exchanging a look, and they're genuinely surprised and confused. Do you know anything else about him? Last name? Does he live here in the capital? Does he live in the
Whoa,
mountains?
whoa, whoa. I don't. A lot of questions. I don't think he lives here in the capital. If it makes you feel any better, I'm working with another gentleman as well by the name of. I am so friggin' bad with names tonight. Not Wren.
Tenebris?
Inebrius?
No, no. He's not throwing Thadridan under the bus. No, the dude he met in the garden.
Talford.
Telford, yeah. Except he's gonna use the evil name that he gave.
The evil name?
Like
What's
the
that?
alias he goes by?
Oh, I think you're thinking of
Are you
somebody
thinking
else.
Drabar?
Drabar.
Oh,
has an
sorry,
alias.
Drabar, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, Talford Duskrin didn't have like an alias.
No, sorry. Yeah, I meant Drabar's alias.
Thrun.
Oh, you're giving him Thrun?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Let's throw them all against each other.
Their eyes shoot to each other's very briefly, and he says, "So Thrun brought you in."
I've spoken to him.
You're working with him.
Not quite yet.
You're untested then. Okay.
I'm new to the city. Never been here before, but everybody's mighty welcoming.
Oh, that's right. You met Elrin while you were out in the New Frontier.
Did.
Are you and Elrin friends?
I mean, Elrin, bro.
I was gonna say. I've only met Elrin a handful of times, or dealt with Elrin a handful of times.
And yet you crossed the ocean to support him here, and
Do you think he would talk to a captain under his employ?
so you really are just a lapdog of the family, and you don't have any loyalty to anyone in the Thaloris family.
I wouldn't quite say that, but loyalty can be broken.
I think they're both looking a little unconvinced by that answer.
That's fair. I'm doing my best.
I know, you're fighting for dear life in there.
The wordplay is tough.
Your little entourage that followed you here, do they intend us harm?
Not unless you intend me harm.
Fair. Will you deliver these boxes without opening them or altering them in any way to the intended recipient, should I give them to you.
I mean, here's the thing. I can't quite say yes because I don't know the future, but I'll do my absolute best.
Stop it, Megan.
Yeah. That was a good one. That was a really good one.
That's a good one. That's.
You haven't even told me who to bring it to, so how can I truly answer that?
That's fair. We're trying to be careful here. As I said before,
Understand.
exposure would mean ruin.
Absolutely. And as far as I am aware, and you can tell from me telling the truth the whole time, I've been very cooperative. I don't quite know how much more I can truly do to put you at ease, but I think I've answered every question that you've had fairly well. That's, I don't want to say annoying, to be tested quite like this. I understand the need for secrecy, but if I've done something wrong, tell me.
They exchange another look, and they kind of hold each other's eye contact for a minute. And then he looks at you and he goes, all right. I know you're playing a little game of secrets. Frankly, who isn't? But we don't seem to have any loyalties to them, and I assure you, the amount of wealth and power you'll get working with us far outweighs anything the Empire will ever hand over to you or the people of Renair.
That we can probably agree on.
All right, then I'm going to... We're going to keep the spell up for a minute because I am going to ask you once I've completed explaining everything to you.
Of course.
2 deliveries to 2 places, both very close to each other. There's an outpost of the Shadow Guard, very near the, what's it called now? I'll have to look it up again because, guys, it's been a minute.
Oh, good.
The Thornwood.
I've been terrible too.
Yeah, the Thornwood, which you know is
Gotcha.
surrounding Thredavar. There's an outpost of the Shadow Guard there. Their organization likes to maintain a watch and control over certain entities. One of them being a good friend of ours who happens to live within the Thornwood.
I think I know the one.
With them there, it's unlikely he'll ever manage to break the seal and get out. So we need them removed. That's what the first box is for. It's a gift of support and bonus payment for services rendered by the Shadow Guard. But the second they open it, their whole outpost will be gone, so you're going to want to get the fuck out of there fast.
Okay, sorry, just for my brain.
Yeah?
Shadow Guard are the good guys? Okay, we don't know yet. Okay, cool.
This
cool,
is a
cool.
Shanks game. Is there such thing as a good guy or a bad guy?
All right, yeah, Shane's a good.
The Shadow Guard is also who we were supposed to deliver that other box.
I thought
to
so. Okay.
for
Yeah,
the-
Herald
Alright.
stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we got a good
and-
old-fashioned double cross, baby.
And we
Yeah.
kind of got the vibes that working with the Shadow Guard was like kind of treasonous a little bit.
Cool, cool. All right, I can use this. Sure. Okay, cool. Continue.
There's just a lot of very different parties. And
Yeah,
whether you
yeah, it
think they're
seems
good or
like it.
bad, that's kind of up to you. I'm never
little
assigning
light
they are
treason.
good, they are bad. But yes, they from what you've learned so far, they do have some sort of purpose involving entropy and undead, they are watching Threnavar now, as you know, and want to keep him sealed away. Varenthian sealed away. These guys don't like them and want them dead. So, the second box, of course, actually has to pass through the seal and reach Varenthian himself. Something that we've deciphered, let's say. A little bit of special magic that I think, under the current circumstances, will break even a Thaloris seal.
I'm willing to try. I'm the one to deliver it?
Sorry, say that again?
I would be the one to deliver this package?
You or a crew member, we don't really care. As long as it gets delivered and it isn't opened ahead of time. Opening it would be catastrophic, I assure you.
Right, perfectly fine. So you're gonna tell me how to get past the seal?
Well, you're close to Thaloris. I thought you would know.
If you already have a way, why would I blow my bloody cover?
Okay. Get him the instructions. And the cleric gets up and heads across the room. You can see he opens up a door, and inside that room, beyond the door, is a large round table with a bunch of seats around it. There's some boards up on the wall. There's like a board on wheels that slides around. It looks like they've been planning something very elaborate for a very long time. The strings connecting things. Make a perception check, because you're quite a ways away from it, but you might be able to discern one or two pieces of information.
Any chance Spider Rhowan can get in on that from under the door?
You're even further away by quite a measure.
Yeah,
so you're
eyes.
I'll let you make the perception check, and if you get a 25, then maybe.
Spider Rhowan, Spider Rhowan.
Oh, unfortunately, Bastion, with that roll, you're not getting much of anything.
Is
Yeah,
anyone
that's right.
giving us information about what's
Yeah.
going on in there, or are we just
We're just
leaving?
standing there.
Yeah, Bastion's feeding it through to you constantly. Basically anything, because he knows if there is a chance that he might die here. So he's feeding you all of the information possible.
Keeping in mind that Seraphine is also part of the link still, I believe, right?
No, you are now
I
definitely
think we're
passing
far
on.
enough. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Rhowan, you do in fact see into that room
Amazing.
well enough to see. You can see several noble people kind of put across the top of one of these boards. Two of them have red X's through them. You can also see several maps of the floor plans of the palace. And you can see that there's different colored dots at different places on different maps. And you're not really sure what any of them mean. However, you recognize one room that you've been inside recently, the office of Ilarius, and it has a blue dot in her desk.
I'm gonna just spend as much time as I can focusing on the stuff in that room. Try to commit as much of its memory as possible.
Absolutely. But the door isn't open for very long, and as he gets a folded piece of paper and brings it back, he places it in front of Bastion. He's like, "You're going to want to memorize that, because obviously if we're walking around with instruction pamphlets on how to get through Seraphine's seals, well, we're all going to get strung up for treason pretty quickly."
Yeah, that makes sense. He'll open up the paper and take a gander. While he's doing this, one of the things that he did very much want to impress on Wren and Brielle, the group anyways, was that this guy had been in the council room when it was unattended by anybody. And at the very least, we need to make sure that gets checked out.
I think at that point, Brielle is like, okay, I can't forget any of this information. She's going to pull out her journal of learning magic. She could flip to like another page and then just start writing details down that the guys are telling her so she doesn't mess up the order of them or say the wrong name or anything like that.
Bastion, or sorry, not Bastion. Rhowan, give me an investigation check as well.
Sure.
Given the information that's being passed along, I want to see if maybe you can discern something from what you're trying to memorize in those few seconds.
Investigation. The spider doesn't help me with that at all. I just had to check.
Yeah, no, spiders aren't particularly investigative.
And neither is Rhowan. So
Fortunately, no.
I've got an extra inspiration.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I got the feeling that it's not going to be much better, but let's see.
It's the exact same.
Am I psychic or what?
Man.
You rolled a 2 both times.
Nice. Hot 5.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're looking into the room and you're like trying to commit all of it to memory, and like unfortunately the only thing that stands out to you is the room that you actually recognize.
Yeah, I think he's thinking like, we'll leave the implications of what this information is for later. We got like 2 seconds while the door's open to try and just as much as he can, and he's waiting to see if the door opens again for them to put like the pamphlet back, getting ready to pick up where he left off.
I mean, you could cross the room and go for it.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think I'll get on. I think I'm just gonna try and like, yeah, I'm a spider. I've got pass without trace. I'm good at stealth. Let's give it a try.
All right, give me a new stealth check because it's kind of a different situation.
Yeah, +10. I'm gonna like stick to the corner. This is like the baseboard or whatever. Go around the outside. Just stick in the corner as this tiny little spider try to get to that other door indirectly. Stealth +10. Cool.
We have such interesting games. Are you psychically notifying anyone of your doings?
I will. Hey, I saw something interesting. I'm going to get a closer look.
Tell me what you find and maybe I can write it down.
Okay. So he starts making his way over there. As a spider, it's going to take a little bit of time.
Their speed is 20.
That's insane.
Spiders are fast, man.
20 feet in 6 seconds?
I would believe it.
I don't, but
I do.
But again, it is a fair distance. So if you're being stealthy, you're moving 10 feet around.
Yeah.
And you're not going straight across the 60 feet to it. You gotta go around it. So it's like, it's quite a ways.
Yeah.
When that happens, though, Wren is going to look at Brielle and say, she'll say it through the psychic link, but she goes, if he's not by the door, you're going to have your axe ready to chop this down if we need to get in.
Right. You write the notes, and she's going to pass them to her. She'll get her
you
axe
can
ready.
just drop the notes when you need to pick up, when you use your axe.
Nah.
Yeah.
Brielle's
That's not how
going
Brielle
ready.
thinks.
Okay. All right. Well, Rowan's making his way across. Wren's ready with Brielle's notes. Brielle's holding an axe. Bastion, we're back to you.
Yup.
The instructions on this pamphlet are surprisingly like almost detail for detail the exact things that Wren shared with you already. It's not quite as like meticulous, but it's the same thing. You'll get in with this. The instructions on leaving are sort of like very like specific. Like you don't just send anyone to do this shit because like you absolutely have to do this, and if you don't do this part, then you'll never get out, and obviously this will kill some of our allies. So it's kind of like they're very like particular about being careful at that stage.
Right, so this looks bloody dangerous, but
I mean, as long as you're a living half-elf, it shouldn't really be a threat to you.
I certainly am, as far as I'm aware. I should say that. Yes, I am a living half-elf.
I mean, again, your secrets are yours, but if you're not, then you're not getting out of there.
Perfect.
Also, Varandian really doesn't tolerate disrespect. Well, he's a reasonable man, but if he feels like you've insulted him, he might just feed on you.
Noted. I will be a paragon of respect.
Good. Of course, he's not even as uptight as these fuckers, so I'm sure he'd be fine.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm golden.
All right, well, given what you know, will you, Bastion, to the best of your ability, deliver both of these boxes to their intended recipients without opening or tampering in any way?
Yes.
We found our man. All right. You're muted there, David.
I'll get on the psychic link real quick and say, see if you can buy a little time studying those directions.
All right. Hey, I just want to make absolutely sure. Sorry, I very meticulous notes. I have one chance to read them. I want to make sure I commit them to memory. I haven't really dealt too much with Seraphine, but I know she's a terrifying fucking woman, and you can make sure that I'm telling the truth for that one.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that one. We've actually promised her to, well, our most powerful associate.
Oh, interesting. Who might that be? Or, I mean,
I
to be
don't-
fair, I'm taking a potential suicide mission for you, so, but if you don't want to share it, that's fine.
Well, I can't give you their true name,
Of course.
but he looks at his cleric friend and he kind of wiggles his holy symbol.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. He likes to collect powerful mages and siphon off their power.
So long as he doesn't do it to me, I'm fine.
Well, if you pull this off, I dare say you might get some of that power siphoned into you.
Well, then we're all winners, aren't we?
We certainly will be. Right, well, be sure. Check it over.
Of course.
Our shipment will be arriving in the morning, so timelines are tight. But we need to get it in. We've already paid off a number of dock guards, and, well, we need someone trusted, close to the Thalor's family, to come and take control of certain items and have them moved without being questioned.
Of course. I can do that.
Good.
Well, you guys will notice after he said yes to saying that he would do his best to get the package there, he no longer is sending notifications psychically over to you guys, just to make sure that that was true.
Vix got me this time. Rhowan.
Yeah, that was a good one.
You make your way across as Bastion is discussing this with them and trying to stall for time, reading the pamphlet. You find yourself at the second doorway. Yeah, you go in, and as I said, you see papers everywhere, plans, maps, strings connecting people. You can see that among the list of nobles, now that you are in the actual room, Seraphine has a red border around it, which is something none of the others have. The other nobles, some of them you recognize, some of them you do not. The two with crosses through them you definitely do not, because you've never seen them. But I think it's pretty clear that those crosses indicate they've been killed. The floor plans that you look at, I'll let you make another. Now that you're in the room, I'll let you make a perception check. I'm gonna be kind on this one because you're actually in there. You're undisturbed. You can kind of just look at things and figure out what's happening. All right. One of the floor plans you notice that stands out to you now that you're in the room is a very large round chamber. There is a circular table in the center of it, which is included in the floor plan. And then there are like rows of seating around it that elevate outward. Your best guess would be this is probably the council chambers. On the table, there are 6 red dots evenly distributed around the edge of the table. There are also red dots inside the Emperor's chambers. There's a blue dot on the council chamber as well. There's blue dot in Thadridan's office. There's a blue dot on the Emperor's study. And there are blue dots literally all over the Minister of Mysticism's office. Like there's one at every fucking desk.
Locations of arcane defenses, perhaps?
If you want to make an Arcana check.
I'll try.
You know what? That's not bad. You're trying to figure out what this might be, and you're like, that might make sense, or it might be a plan for something they're doing. And then as you look around the room, you see 2 different types of magical objects in this room. One looks a lot like a sending stone. As you, I guess you're still in spider form, so you're not like walking around this room as
Go up
Rhowan.
the wall to get a perspective.
Yeah, you can see that they are set up in pairs on this table, except for one you see that's been left out on the round table in the middle of the room. You can faintly hear from where you are on the wall a constant noise coming out of it.
They've got ears everywhere.
The other magical object you're seeing in this room looks sort of akin to a bead of force. However, it is a little bit larger. It is kind of translucent, and it is whirling with hellfire.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Is there like a whole bunch of them, or just like one hanging out?
There's 3 in a group on the counter. They're kind of like boxed in something like safe. So it's like kind of like there's like a wooden box that's open on top and like cloth in it, and they're sitting there, and they like, even from here, even as a spider, they look volatile as fuck.
I gotta read something. I don't have an extra wild shape, so I'm not going to try and take anything.
That's fair. I appreciate you being honest about that.
I was like, I gotta see, does polymorph have verbal components? Yes, it does. Damn it.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck.
Yeah. Hey, this is huge, though. This is huge. I think, yeah, after gathering what information I can, I will scuttle back out.
Yeah, and as you're scuttling out, you can see now that they're kind of urging Bastion to finish up. We don't really want this fort to be spotted here. I need to move it before people start coming through here again.
Sure, yeah. Actually, I was wondering about that. Like, he's just trying to, like, stall as much
All
as
good.
possible.
Here, all good. All good.
Like, aren't there spells that are, like, a little bit less extravagant?
Well, it's not really a spell.
Oh.
It's a gift.
Oh. Interesting.
Like I said, a lot of power comes to those who serve.
I look forward to getting a little bit of that. As much as I would like a little bit of a payment up front for doing all this for you, but I suppose that can wait.
If you pull it off, you'll be well rewarded. You don't have to worry about that.
That's what they all say, but that's fine.
I assure you, you won't be forgotten.
I don't intend to be.
This is more about the cause than about personal gain anyway, right?
Of course.
Bring back the old ways. We get the Emperor off his fucking throne. Do something better with this world.
I'd like to see better, for sure.
Good. Now, everyone out. I gotta close this thing up. And as he says that, about 6 guys come down the stairs, all of them armed. They file out. Wren and Brielle, you hear the bolt slide open.
I was gonna say, I haven't had a chance to interject yet. As soon as I hear people coming down the stairs, and he mentions
Run.
everybody out of the outside team, make yourself scarce. We got company coming outside.
I'm not gonna try to hide. They know we're here, but like just kind of back up and make it not look like we were ready to break down the door.
Yeah, I'll put my axe away. Not ready to hit the door.
Stuff the notebook in the bag of holding.
We're just talking.
Okay. They open the door. They start to file out.
Hey.
So,
They all kind of come out and just take up a spot. You can see that they're all still making sure that there's eyes on each of you at any given time. But they are looking rather casual about it all. And Grayson's like kind of quickly trying to usher everyone out because he really wants to close down his fort. Rhowan, bit of a tight squeeze getting out there without being noticed. But given your stealth check, I'm going to say that you definitely are not noticed. But it is a fucking close call. You're dodging feet because you literally don't know how long you have, and if this thing closes up, you don't know what might happen to you.
Yeah.
But you have the time you need to just barely get outside. And as he's ushering everyone out, you see him put his hand on the solid metal panel just next to the door, and he says, "Hollandaise," and the whole thing collapses in. And
What would you describe the material of the structure as being made out of?
it was stone.
Oh, damn.
Why?
Well, if it was chrome, that'd be interesting, because there'd be no place like chrome for the Hollandaise.
amazing.
You know what? Rowan's trapped inside.
Last we saw them.
Does this mean French exists in this world?
Does this mean what?
French exists in this world?
Yeah, that's where
necessarily.
Rhaenyra is.
It certainly is.
yeah, it's a Rhaenyra word.
You know,
So I know I like her nair.
yeah. I did legitimately say something about like, is there a country or something that people make fun of, like the French? And we came up with Rene.
Now, for the record, I love the French, but it is fun to make fun of sometimes. Feel free to make fun of me in return. I don't care.
There's a lot to pull off of. A lot of threads to pull on that one.
Yeah. Let's not get personal. Yeah, as he puts his hand on this metal plate and says "Holidays," the whole thing immediately just shrinks down into something about an inch cube size. It's still the same. It still looks like the fort. But as it does that, it hovers for just a moment in the air, and then he sticks out his hand and it falls into his palm, and he tucks it into his breast pocket.
Bloody love one of those things myself.
Well, you do your job well, you might just get one. Mine was a gift for performing my services very, very well.
Perfect. I look forward to working with you.
You as well. Keep safe. And he gestures with his head to the others, and they start heading back towards the city.
Oh, this is awkward. We were going to walk the same way. All right, well, we'll go the long way around. I don't want to have to make small talk the whole time.
Running into
I imagine you guys probably want
to.
to.
Well,
you could probably just hang back and talk for a minute and.
Yeah. We'll give him a good lead. We don't want that. Like, I walk pretty fast. I don't want to catch up to them. He's got little legs, you know.
We're like 10 paces behind them, and we're trying to slow down.
Yeah. Should we walk in front, or like?
Do you have to walk 6 wide on the road for fuck's sake? Like, let us pass.
Yeah, we'll hang back.
All right. After they're sufficiently out of sight, Aerolith just appears from behind a tree. She goes, well, that was exciting. You came out alive, so that's something.
Yep.
That high pitched.
All right. Well, I've been instructed to not learn what's going on here, so yeah, you really don't need to tell me anything. But like I said, just let me know if you guys need my help.
Psychically, Bastion's just gonna be like, should we tell her about the council room at least?
I feel like a lot of people are gonna know that sooner or later.
Bear in mind, this was a job you're doing for Thadridan Drindle.
Yeah.
He needed evidence to actually put these people away.
Oh, true.
We've got evidence now.
Yup. Okay. All right.
I'll keep scouting for you then. And she just fucks off.
Oh, I lost my ears. Hold on.
What's that?
Vix
I
can't
lost my
find her
ears. I can't hear you.
Oh.
Right.
You doing okay, Bastion?
Yeah, you know, multiple treasonous talks in a day are just par for the bloody course, I suppose. There's a lot of discontent here, and it's a little bit worrying.
Yeah. So notice how you got 2 of these things where there's crime involved, and I only got 1, so you can't really get mad at me now?
You know,
I made you smile.
you're absolutely correct. You always do. You remind me of my sister. One of them, anyways.
Did you pick on your sister a lot too?
I did.
Okay. Can I pick on you then?
You can try.
I think I just did.
Oh, shite.
Hey, not to bring it back down the mood or anything again. Over the psychic link, we got to tell some people about some stuff. I think they've got listening devices and/or explosives all over the castle
Oh,
and/or council chambers.
oh, okay.
They may be on
A targeted attack.
Yeah, they also had your mom's face on a corkboard circled with some red stuff, and a bunch of other nobles up there too. Some of them have had X's through them.
What were the other nobles?
I didn't recognize all of them. They weren't wearing name tags or anything.
So just her mom?
Did I recognize any of the other ones? You said I recognized a few.
Yeah, you would have recognized a few because you've spent a good part of this day around a bunch of nobles, so you definitely recognize some faces.
I was like, oh, that guy with the chin, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most people
No.
in the Empire don't have chins.
It's
No
true.
one we talked to though, Shanks.
Yeah, like anyone of importance we need to know.
Well, Ilarius and Thadridan are both up there.
Okay.
Cool. Right. We should probably head back.
Should we tell your mom about this? I know she doesn't want to know about it, but she seems like a target now. She might want to know about that.
I think once I tell Thadridan about it, then he will be able to handle it appropriately.
Okay.
I think if he's being targeted in the same way that she is, then there would be good enough reason for the news to spread.
Can I take a moment while we're waiting for them to get well and truly ahead of us to do my best to sketch out the layout of the map that I saw and the points so that I don't have to remember it later?
Right, Rhowan's like a cartographer.
Yes.
Yeah, you can absolutely recreate those maps.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I would like to do that with my cartography tools.
Yeah, go ahead, go for it. Roll your tool check, and I'll let you know how accurate it is.
Let me see. So that's proficiency plus. What do you think?
Wisdom?
Cool. So I'll roll that as a medicine check.
Nice.
Oh.
Another 20 on a map. I fucking love it.
Yeah, you perfectly recreate each and every one of these floor plans, including the location of all those dots.
Perfect.
Start heading back. Once you're all
Sounds
done.
good.
All right. Well, you've got a lot of new information, and yeah, you've got some stuff to do still. We're only at about noon, give or take. So you still got half the day to get through, but most of your tasks are honestly like either complete or close to. So
We get shit done.
you're getting shit done. So you probably are one session away from finishing up all of this.
Ooh.
Nice.